this.
We are what you made us. Exactly. So what's the big deal? 5 or 6 people get killed, and you all freak out and put it on us, and we're just reflecting you back at yourself.
Is the Tate LaBianca
Had you let us put on a defense, we could have explained to you why it happened.
radio program.
Broadcasting from the Star City of the South, Roanoke, Virginia, you are listening live to the Tate LaBianca radio program. Good evening, TLB'ers. I'm Brian Davis, and we are back to bring you the radio program which pursues the interest, the oddities, and the truth of the Tate LaBianca murders. Hope you're having a great Saturday evening. This is a impromptu pop-up program, so thank you for joining us on such a short notice. Tawna Laufenberg is out for the evening, but she'll be back on our next broadcast. In the meantime, welcome in. And coming up, we're going to be talking about due process tonight and why we need it. Are we seeing a repeat of the Richard Nixon declaration of Manson being guilty right here today? Unbelievable. We'll find out. Also, we're going to check in on our recent news. Pat Krenwinkel has been denied parole from Governor Newsom. Once again, that's her second time around. In the meantime, God rest the soul of Ace Frehley. How about it? How's everybody doing tonight? Saturday night. All right for fighting. All right, Pat Krenwinkel. I guess the longest running female inmate in California right now. Manson family member and murderer. Granted parole by a parole board this past May. She's been denied parole now by Governor Gavin Newsom. Earlier this week on Monday, Newsom released a statement in part saying, quote, he has considered the evidence in the record that is relevant to whether Ms. Krenwinkel is currently dangerous. I tell you, this is the weird part right here to me, because he's citing dangerous still. This is what I'm talking about here. This is kind of weird, but let's carry on. When considered as a whole, I find the evidence shows that she currently poses an unreasonable danger to society if released from prison at this time. Therefore, I reversed the decision to parole Miss Krenwinkel, end quote. There it is. Danger to society. Look, I got to say this, and everyone should know, I'm against any of these murderers getting out. Any of them. They never should get out. But to cite that she's still a danger to society? Come on. That's laughable. It really is. Krenwinkel is 77 now. She was convicted of 7 counts of first-degree murder for participating in the Manson family slayings of pregnant actress Sharon Tate, J.C. Breen, Wojtek Frykowski, Abigail Folger, Stephen Parent, and Leno and Rosemary LaBianca during a 2-day killing spree in August of 1969. Krenwinkel has appeared before the parole board 16 times over the course of her 56 years in custody. Again, that makes her the longest serving female inmate in California. Again, initially sentenced to death, but reduced to life with possibility of parole in 1972. That's it for Pat Krenwinkel. You know, I don't understand it, man. I'm for let them all out now. They let Leslie Van Houten out. Let them all out. Tex, Pat, let them all. Bobby, let them all out. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's check it out here in the comments section. Hello, everybody. James May. Sit down, Crenny. Enjoy drinking that Sunday morning California chicory. I've never had a cup of that. I'll take your word for it, or their word for it, if it's any good. What do you think? Obviously, a good decision by the governor. Someone made a comment earlier this week in our Facebook group, Helter Skelter Forum, by the way, because he didn't overturn Leslie Van Houten, but now he's in an election year, so Governor Newsom he's going to step up and overturn Pat. And again, though, he did overturn Pat earlier. This is her second time being overturned by Newsom. But I don't think we're going to get any argument here. Certainly a good call. How you doing there, Dolphin? What is hurting her most is being there and participating on both nights. I think somebody also made a comment to that earlier. I think what separates her from from Leslie is just that fact right there. Good point, Dolphin. In my opinion, I think it doesn't matter. That's just me. I don't think it should matter. But I certainly agree with your point. It probably is weighing in. Hunter Laney. Hello, my friend. Happy birthday, by the way, honey. I know I said honey. It's a joke. I'm sorry. Hunter, joke, Laney. Anyway, at this point, she's probably better staying where she is. Seriously, though, happy birthday, Hunter. I know it's your birthday, buddy. I saw that earlier and meant to send you a message, and here it is. She is probably better staying off, though. She likes it there. I think she's resigned to the fact that she's pretty much going to be there the rest of her life. I don't ever see her really protesting much. Do you? Like when Leslie was in prison, she was filing habeas corpus all the time. But I don't see it here. Pat doesn't seem to care. Her attorneys, I think, do more work for her on her behalf, and she just goes along with it. Hey there, Gil. Governor Hairgel makes his choices by seeing which way the wind blows. Go Dodgers. That's pretty much what the comment was saying earlier this week in the group. Election year, no parole. Although I wish you would have blocked Leslie's too. Yeah, the fork didn't help. Yeah. I guess when you get down to the details, the writing on the refrigerator, the walls, and all of that was mostly her too, right? Yeah. Krenwinkel's next parole hearing will be November 2026, by the way. Yeah, the war thing didn't help. Yeah, get out just in time to die at the old age. I think Leslie's experiencing that now, probably. By the way, have we heard anything from her? Anybody? Any interview or podcast or anything has come up? A report? A story? Anything? I haven't seen anything. Anyway. Meanwhile, checking in on the rest of the murderers' row for their parole hearings. Let's check in. I believe it. Whoops. Hang on a second here. Let me get the Pat off of our screen. Where you at, Pat? There we go. Coming up, Bobby Beausoleil will have a parole hearing in July of 2026. He's also been recommended a couple times, I think. By the way, Beausoleil, of course, everybody knows this, but I'm going to say it just for clarity. Beausoleil has been convicted not of the TLB murders. He, of course, is convicted of stabbing Gary Hinman and murdering Gary. Tex Watson will be up for parole in October of 2026. He, of course, stabbed and killed everybody, had a hand in everybody in the Tate LaBianca murders for both nights. And also, I think, was at the Shorty Shea murders, we came to find out later on. And then Bruce Davis, who also was convicted in the murder of Gary Hinman and Shorty Shea. He'll have another shot at freedom on August the 20th, 27. August 2027 will be his next parole hearing. Dude, talk about somebody that has messed up. He was gone. He was out of there. Bruce Davis was gone. He was all but good to go. until he went on that podcast. Who was it? I forget the name. The serial killer guy. The guy that loves the serial killers, right? He did a podcast with Bruce, put him in the intro, put him on the podcast. The parole board, I think, saw that and said, no, we're taking that parole grant back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. They took that back. And then it's like they don't want to even deal with him anymore. So they put him up to August 2027 now. I think he's had another one since then, but or something came up since then, but they have really pushed him back. I think don't you get like a 5-year denial though now? I'm not sure. Maybe not, because Pat's going up again next year. So maybe you don't. I don't know how that works now in California. Maybe you guys do. Gil's from California. He's out there. How's that happen, Gil? Yeah, stay off the podcast, Bruce. I mean, seriously, that's what wrecked his parole. That is exactly what wrecked his parole. It's crazy that he did that. Anyway, so there you go. There's the parole hearing, the upcoming schedule, if you will. Wild. Let me get that off the stage there. Okay, here we go. How about that? I don't know what they're doing here with this. Why does it keep kicking me back to this? Laufenberg, where are you? It keeps kicking me back to this. There we go. To this template that I don't want. Anyway. Every time I log into this StreamYard thing, it's updated or shifting new things or whatever. I don't know what the hell. So here we go. And usually Laufenberg can deal with this. She deals with these little StreamYard things very easily, whereas I struggle. I'm older. I'm an old man now. All right, so there's the parole news right there. Let's move on. How's everybody doing, by the way? It's been a while. What did Bruce do on the podcast? He didn't do anything. Just appearing on the podcast, I think, did it. And then the guy used him in the intro. Like, oh, this is Bruce Davis. You're on the blah, blah, blah serial killer podcast, you know? I don't think he necessarily did anything. So, but I would think just going on there would do it. Yeah, it affected his parole. They actually said that, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they said that. They acknowledged that. Absolutely, it affected his parole. And I'll put it this way, too. I'll bet Bruce doesn't do any more parole hearings. I mean, not parole hearings. I bet Bruce doesn't do any more podcast interviews. There we go. Okay, let me get these off my stage here. And we'll move on for the evening. I got to tell you, though, that Ace Frehley thing hurts. There's a few that stand out when they die. It hurts. Ace Frehley was one of them. Eddie Van Halen was one. Tom Petty. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm not even kidding. Hurts. And it's happening right now. We're in the middle of it. We're losing our childhood. It's dying. All right. Have you guys heard this? And I wanted to bring this out because it absolutely has the relation, or can relate to, it's almost a repeat, if you will. It certainly has the similarities of what happened back during the trial when then President Richard Nixon declared Manson guilty. I was going to play the audio. I don't think, for some reason, I can't find it. I don't know where it went. But we've heard the audio. And let me see if I can look one more time, just in case. I don't think I can. I don't think it's here, though. Yeah, we had the audio before. I don't know where it went. But we've heard Nixon say Manson was guilty. A lot of people believe that should have been grounds for the mistrial. And it wasn't. It didn't. It didn't do anything. They went on with the trial. But we know that that was part of like a planned statement. Nixon had no problem trying trials in public. You can hear him on the Nixon tapes actually saying this. So this was by design. Manson guilty. Nixon declares. Of course, Charlie held that up in the courtroom, and we know the rest of the story. The case went on and so forth. But it's part of this due process that we talk about so much. And a lot of times, well, we still do it, but a lot of times when they use the word alleged, the alleged shooter, the alleged bank robber, the alleged whatever. And we do that because everyone should have a trial, due process. You go through the trial. Even if we know you're guilty, you still get the benefit, the presumption of innocence before until you go to trial, until proven guilty. I'm finding, though, as we progress in our life and we go decade to decade and technology develops more and more, we're losing some of that due process that we built our country on. Because now, with the technology of our cameras and cell phones and so forth, we see things that happen, such as assassinations. We saw Charlie Kirk get assassinated live on video. We saw that. And we have a suspect. We saw what's his name? Luigi Mangione. Is it Mangione? Mangione? Luigi Mangione. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, but he is accused of shooting and killing, and we saw this too. We saw this on video. The CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson. And I'm not going to put his picture up there. I'm not going to give him that, but and you can tell I'm biased already because I've seen the video. For 30 years, we wouldn't have had that video. We would have just had a dead body in New York City that they would have found. That would have been the CEO, Brian Thompson. That's what we would have had. That's it. And they would have had to go off of ballistics or whatever they would have had 30 years ago. I don't know. But the point is, now we've got the cameras. He walked right up to the guy behind him in the back of the head and shot him and killed him. We saw that on video. Now, the question, I guess, is going to be, is that the same guy? So there you go. Because I'm seeing arguments now that we no longer have to use the word alleged because we had the video. We got the guy on the camera shooting him in the back of the head. But is that the guy? So go back. Yes, that's why we use the word alleged, despite what you see. And there's some cases where we got the guy crystal clear. We can see who it is, but you still need to say it's alleged because you have to give the guy or the woman their due process. But why do we have to give due process? Because that's what we do in this country. But we got the video. It's still not 100% until you prove it in court. That's the whole purpose. So here's what's going on. Luigi Mangione, the man who killed the United Healthcare, well, again, and see, they're saying this in this story right here. The man, do you use the word alleged or not? Because he hasn't pled guilty. And I'm an old school guy, right? So I'm going to probably I got to use the word, even though I've seen the video. I'm biased by the video. But at the same time, I want to give the guys due process. Maybe I'm missing something. Luigi Mangione, the alleged man who killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year, is being used, quote, as a pawn to further the Trump administration's political agenda. His attorneys are claiming, as they have now filed an argument seeking to dismiss his federal indictment. Back in September, President Donald Trump told Fox News that Mangione, quote, shot someone in the back as clear as you're looking at me. He shot him right in the middle of the back, instantly dead. This is a sickness. This really should be studied and investigated, end quote. That's the president of our United States saying that. He also called Mangione an assassin. That's our president saying these comments about an accused murderer that has yet to go to court. I mean, you're right, James Watson. They found him with the gun in the manifesto, but so do we throw out our Constitution and go, hey, because 30 years ago we got this. We don't have the video of him. We might find the gun, but we're going to go through the process, right? If we do this 30 years ago. Now we've got the gun, we got the manifesto, we got the video. Do we just convict him? Do we just throw him in jail now and let him stay there forever? No trial? Do we take the word alleged away? I mean, that's where we're at now. And Gil, I mean, we know this. We had a little fun with it this week ourselves, a little AI action. Many things can be changed now, even if you've got the video, even if you've got the picture. Many things can be changed now. We've got the AI. Dude, I got to tell you, in my opinion, now more than ever, we need to give due process. No matter what it looks like, we've got to go through with the due process. And I'll tell you why. Because if we don't, it opens up grounds for the appeal. And there's a lot to question when you're talking about AI and manipulating messages and the president stepping in. And more than anything, look, I'm more interested in Donald Trump's inserting himself into this situation. Does that violate Mangione's rights if the president comes in and says, oh, he murdered the guy as clear as you're looking at me? I mean, does that violate this guy's rights? Like when Richard Nixon said Manson was guilty? Now, I know, and you know, that they did not do anything about that. The trial continued. There was no mistrial, but we also know that that was wrong. I'll never not believe what Nixon did was wrong. I'll never not believe that, ever. I don't care what they ruled. That was wrong. Nixon did that on purpose, and he influenced maybe, possibly the jury. And that's what you have going on right now. You've got leaders making public statements that could easily influence a jury pool. And we look at the president doing it. Well, let me ask you this. What about the other leaders in politics? What if Governor Newsom of California said Luigi Mangione is guilty? Would that matter? Would that matter because it's a governor and not the president? Would it matter if it's somebody in Congress? Would it matter if it's the Virginia governor? You're right, Gil Hodges. Politicians do say stupid things constantly, but they are influential. Politicians are influential. If they say somebody's guilty or whatnot before the trial, that could certainly influence the guilty or the jury pool to think guilty before the trial, before the evidence is even presented. But is it just the president that would have to do it, or could any of these leaders be guilty of it? And I wonder what would have happened. Just what would have happened if, for instance, back in 1969 or 70 or 71, somewhere in there, if somebody would have put a stop to the bug and letting him get away with this, or Nixon and letting him get away with this, because this has been going on forever. Now, I think it's gotten out of control in this generation to where we're at now. We look back at that trial, I do anyway, and I think, wow, the level of corruption that Bugliosi put up in that trial. And I still shake my head at it to this day. I can't believe he got away with it. But then I look around at what's happening. You remember when President Obama even said that thing about Trayvon Martin? Oh, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon. That was influential even. So it's always been going on. But now things are being manipulated like never before. And now we've got video and we think we know it and we think we've got him convicted. Hand in the cookie jar, the smoking gun, no pun intended. So therefore, what? Just throw him away now? No jail? I mean, no trial, no process, no due process. That's where we're heading. I think it's a bad, bad direction to go. I've got faith in the system, believe it or not. I really do still. Even though we've got a few of them like the bug to get through, I've still got faith in that system. And I think if we go through that process, it'll still come out in the wash for the good guys most of the time. And I think if we're going to stop the corruption, well, the bad guys in the politics or the law enforcement or wherever the corruption is, what's going to have to happen is the good guys are going to have to turn in the bad guys, or it's going to continue to get covered up. One thing I ask police officers all the time when I see them out or I'm talking to them, and I know they're good cops, the one I talk to, I've got a couple that I know downtown, not from any criminal activity, but from when I worked down there. And I've asked them before, would they turn in a bad cop if they knew or saw criminal activity from another police officer? They said they would. So I took their word for it. I believe them. And okay. But that's what it's going to take. It's going to take the good cops, the good people, the good politicians to out the bad ones. Because we can bitch about it all we want. I'm reading a lot of reports right now. I know a lot of reports I'm reading are saying that the judges are letting these people out on bail after they're committing murder and some other heinous crimes. I saw the murder not a month ago of a little girl on a bus, or a young girl on a bus, I should say, not a little girl, a young girl on a bus, a waitress at a pizza shop from Ukraine. And the guy in the back seat came right up behind her and stabbed her and killed her right there on the bus. And the guy had been in prison or had been arrested 18, 20 times or something and was let out by a judge that didn't care. I mean, that's where the accountability has to be with these judges. They can put them and lock them up all day long, but if the judge is going to let them out on some, little bail bond or something, then it's defeating the purpose. We're never going to stomp this out. So I don't know if it's ever going to happen, to be honest. I just know I think that's what needs to happen. The good guys need to turn into bad guys and quit turning their head. Quit turning a blind eye. Quit letting your fellow cop get away with it if you know what's happening. Quit letting your fellow politician get away with it if you know what's happening. If you know what's happening, right? Let's get these judges out. I don't know what the steps are to get rid of a judge. How the hell do you get a judge off the bench? I don't even know. They're a judge. They're a freaking judge, man. I saw that, James Watson, actually. That was an interesting observation. All the leftists with the Ukrainian flags in their profiles. I've seen them all over Twitter, or X, I should say. Not one of them came to the defense or called out what happened to that Ukrainian woman. I saw that. I noticed that. So once they're on that bench, how do you get rid of them? Do you impeach them? Do you unelect them? How does that work? I don't know. But something has to be done. Lots of cases I'm reading where this is happening. These judges are letting these people off bail. Or letting them out on bail. Look, I know it sucks, but we got to let this process take its course. We got to give them the due process, all of them. I don't think the judges should be letting these people out on bail. That's a whole nother story. I don't know. I kind of got off track a little bit on that, but the point being, they need to uphold the law, the judges. They need to uphold the sentences, and these people can't be re-released. And they do deserve their due process in court. Even the Luigi Mangionis. Because if they don't get it, I'm worried that they're going to get off on appeal or technicality, much like Manson almost did back in 1969. Although in that trial, I do believe he should have had a retrial because it was the prosecutor, Bugliosi, that was the corrupt one in that situation. But that's the whole issue with him. He didn't get his due rights. He didn't get to put on a defense. That was made for him. But I digress. Hey there, Chestnut. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in tonight. Hello, Bert Lee. Context, Nixon was talking about the press and other commenters before glorifying criminals and used Manson as an example. That is, yeah. You know what? I don't give a fuck about the context, Bert. It doesn't matter. That literally does not matter. The fact that he said Manson guilty, and I heard on the tapes, Tawna, Laufenberg, and myself were listening to these Nixon tapes in the NixonLibrary.com or whatever website it was. He makes no qualms about it. He has no problem trying trials in public. It's what he does. I think he did it once before. He said something, didn't he? Laufenberg, wherever. You would know this. We know this. I mean, Manson guilty is Manson guilty, context or not, dude. Complete horseshit. He should have never done that. That's right. Nixon rolled those nickels. Hey there, Giz. Good to see you. God damn, it's good to see everybody tonight. Merry Christmas. All right. What else is going on out there? Is the Kings thing going on? The no Kings bullshit still happening? I want to see what's up with this. We need due process, people. We got to keep that intact. We just got to. I'm going to check in on some of this King's protest if we can. No Kings protest, isn't it called? No Kings, I believe. Is it still going on? I know it's dark out right now. I don't think it's going on now, right? Wait, do we got some live? Well, wait, we might have some live action. Wait, we do. Let's see what. What's going on here?
Wherever there's violence, and that seems to be with Portland. Please keep coming out and gassing people.
What's going on here?
What violence? The police. When the police come out and grab people and gas and tear and shit, it's considered violence.
Weird stuff, man.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to getting to New York City. I haven't done any protest coverage there. Yeah, I can see that. When Mom Donnie wins, it's looking like.
Oh my God, we are losing it.
I can see, you know what it's going to be like, because just tapping into my toxic MAGA brain, I can still tap into is Trump will likely fuck with Mamdani just to make him look incompetent and just be like, wow, look at this in New York, and he's running it into the ground.
Wow. That's some crazy shit right there. Holy man, that's wild. Where's my template out here? This is the weirdest thing. Okay. Bizarre. Yeah, I don't know, man. I couldn't do that. The costumes are the weirdest thing to me. Those costumes that they wear. What's up with the rubber duckies and the frogs and the stuff like that? Some wild shit. Those inflatables that they're wearing. Never seen that before. Yeah, that was the ice building. That was the ice building in Portland. We can go back to it if you want. There's probably some other. There's usually some good streamers that come out of Portland. I've been watching some of them at night. I prefer the ones that are down there in person and not the commentaries that you see. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Here's one. Let's see what this one's about. What is this stupid people marching against him? Yeah. See, that looks like a good one. I've been watching the Portland stuff here lately. They're so bizarre in Portland. They really are. I don't want to put that one on. Let's see if I can find one. I'm looking for one live right now. Here's one. Looks so live. Let me see if I can get this one. Yeah, I like these that are unanchored. Yeah, I like the ones that have no commentary. Now, this is live Portland right there. There's the ICE building to the right, and then you can see everybody. What happens is these cops are going to come out here.
I know you didn't have a happy family life. Doesn't give you the right to tear apart others.
So these cops are going to come out periodically, and these people literally get up in their faces. It's crazy, man, and start talking trash to them. This guy looks like he's shooting through a potato, though. Terrible fucking camera here. I'm going to look for, there it is. There's the ICE building. You can see the agents up on the roof there on the top. Well, this fucking idiot right here. That's whoever's doing this. Who is this? This guy's an idiot. Whoever's streaming this has no idea what he's doing. All right, I'm going to look for another stream real quick. Hang on. Hey there, Matt. Good to see you. By the way, I have seen the cops pepper spray these inflatables. There is a vent on the side of these inflatables. Some of them, there's a vent, I guess, for them to breathe. And I've seen these cops shoot their pepper spray right up in those vents and watch the inflatable go crazy trying to get air. They take the hood right off. It's rather funny. Just a bunch of bizarre shit here, though, right? I mean, this is crazy shit. I like to see wild shit like this. I wish this guy had a better camera, though. I'm going to look for a better streamer. There was one guy down there called Tommy Boy. He was giving them hell there for a couple nights. All right, I want to try to watch up at least until the cops come out one time. You can see the agents up on the roof. If they get too crazy or they get too far in, they'll fire pepper ball shots at them. And it'll scatter them back. I want to wait at least. I want to at least stream here until they come out and push everybody back. That's the wildest confrontation. Look at this shit right here with the Palestinian flag. What the fuck? Such garbage. But I love it when these agents come out, right? And these guys get up in their face, and these agents just sit there and stare at it like they're nothing. Like, you wouldn't make one move, dude. That's all you're going to do is talk shit. But it freaks everybody out. And a couple of times, the agents will take off and arrest somebody, and that's a wild looking sight. I like to watch that shit. That's pretty cool. And it's not because they're violating their rights. They're actually pushing on them or spitting on them or something. Yeah, you can see him up there, though, right there at the top. Wish this guy had a better camera. I'll see. Let me see if I can find somebody. We'll look for Tommy Boy.
They hate the rain too, dude. Yeah, they hate the rain.
Hi, really sexy. You think you're smart, but you're not.
Yeah. Hey, Giz, they're mad because of the deportations. I think they're mad because ICE comes out and I guess what they're doing with grabbing these people for being here illegally in our country, and they're getting mad at that for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, if you're here illegally, dude, you got to go. Biden let in millions. I mean, 15, 20 million people in the last 4 years here. Let them cross unvetted. Oh, we got a problem here with immigration. Illegal immigration, I should say. And I'm sorry. Look, if you're against me, that's fine. Or against ICE, that's fine. I don't care. You can have your opinion, but I'm all for the ICE agents here. I'm going to make that declaration right now. I'm all for the ICE guys. I'm for the good. These people that are protesting are fucking freaks. Okay? That's my opinion. That's where I stand. I'm just letting you know. I am biased here. I am very biased here. I'm all for the ICE guys right here, okay? So, hate me if you want. I don't think you can hate me any worse. But yeah, I'm for the ICE guys. I'm just letting you know. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. Fuck these people. I can't believe I find myself agreeing with James Watson all here all night. Who would have thought? You're absolutely right. I absolutely agree with you, James. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that because I just wanted to make myself clear. I'm definitely not going to sit on the fence on this one. This is bullshit here. All right. I love to see it. I love to see it. Thank you, guys. I love to see a little bit of a common denominator here as we share the same viewpoint here. That's good stuff. I appreciate that too. Hey, we don't have to see eye to eye on everything, right? But this is good. I like this. Thank you, guys and girls. I just want to stream this a little bit. I want to watch the cops come out here and just fuck with these people. Look at this fucking idiot with this Palestinian bullshit here. I think it is up here in the right corner. Yeah, fuck this shit. I want to see the cops come out here and just bust up on these guys a little, like, get up in their face. And I like when they start pushing on the agents. So the agents have a reason to ragdoll them.
I'll put them in my backpack.
I think this past week, if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about it anyway. They've added a sound frequency thing up on the roof with them that supposedly emits this very high pitch sound, like a dog whistle type thing that drives people crazy, I guess. And supposedly that's supposed to back them off a little bit, maybe, or maybe I'm misunderstanding this thing. I haven't seen it used yet though, but they added something like that up there. It looks like right now they just got the guns ready, the pepper spray ball rifles. I don't see no sound thing. I hope they take out the person they need to get this flag down. I mean, this is disgusting right here. Whoever, I mean, this should not even be. I think at the bottom of the hour at 10:30 here Eastern, I think the cops will come out, kind of like make a sweep a little bit, I think. Either the bottom of the hour or top of the hour, I think. One of the two, they come out and make sure everybody steps back and stuff. This guy's finally got a clear picture. But I don't like this flag right here. This thing making me very uncomfortable. I don't like it. It's actually upsetting me. Fucking ass clown. Absolutely, they got the right to do it. Mark Oliver, sure they do. They got the right. I'm just on the side of the ICE agents. That's all. They got the right to do this. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm saying it's stupid. I'm saying it's stupid to protest this, in my opinion. And also, I'm on the ICE side of the fence. But I'm not against them doing it. Hell no. Hell no. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Mark Oliver. Love it. Love you guys. Look at this guy. Captain America there with the helmet. Usually the cops will make an announcement and then they'll come out.
Everybody say cheese!
Ice out of Portland! Ice out of Portland! Ice out of Portland! Ice out of Portland! I saw the other guy and I saw him pointing and I thought it was a gun, but I No, I don't see it.
Hey, Marty Powell, good to see you, my friend. Thank you. I absolutely thank you for agreeing with the rest of your viewpoint as well. We agree with you. I don't want to make it sound like you're agreeing with the rest of us. Like you are. We just have the same opinion here, and I love to see it. That's all I'd love to see it. Again, I'm not against them out here protesting. They can do what they want. I certainly don't think this is something you should die on. This is not the hill to die on, in my opinion. These guys are doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing their job. And it's at the expense of this Biden administration that let all these people in to begin with. So, yeah, I'm all for the ICE guys. Let's go, boys. All right, so it's 10:25 here in the East, so 25 after the hour. I think at the bottom of the hour, they're going to come out. I want to see them. I love when they come out here and confront these people. Here they come. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, boys. Come on, guy. Where are you at? You streaming?
I'm gonna run like a fucking flag! You want to fight, man? Come and get me! Come and fucking get me! Why are you so mad? You took the balloon! I'm on the way! Fine!
Did I tell you I got a lot of respect for those guys? I got a lot of respect for those guys, man. I couldn't do their job. No way. I couldn't do it. Oh, I hear the pepper spray. I hear the gun. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, gunshot coming from up top. The pepper ball sprays. Scatter, scatter, scatter. Oh. Oh. What? What? Oh. Oh, they're shooting us all. Ah, yeah, baby. You don't want none of that smoke, baby. You don't want none of that smoke, boys and girls. I love it. Awesome. I love it. That's right, Matt. It is awesome, brother. Listen to him. I got your back. Yeah, walk up in there. Go ahead, boys.
I don't know if he's out here. I saw him yesterday.
Yeah, you know what, Giz? Usually they were shooting pepper ball spray, but I think you're right. I think they got the tear gas out for this one. That smoke looks like tear gas. Like, I think you're right. Yeah, listen to him coughing. I think that's tear gas. They just said they're just going to smoke the whole joint out. Everybody's all coughing now. Listen to him. What the fuck?
Unique pain. Oh, shit. That did not feel good.
Come on, Mr. Peanut. Give us an update.
Hard to express.
Is that it? Done?
No, we're going back up.
We done? What's up?
Dude, I knew it. I think they're done. I think that's all it took for these guys. They're done. Good night, Irene. Look at your all's comment. That's funny as hell. Roasted. Oh, yeah, baby. That was great. That was fucking great. Woo! They are done. Done, daddy, done. I don't want no part of that smoke. Yeah, oh, fuck. Listen to him. Oh, my God, dude. That was great. They're blowing their nose and stuff. That's great. I wonder what they're in the Tesla plant for. That's wild. Surely the protesters, I mean, I know Elon's not against the ice. I know that. I watch his stuff on the Twitter. He's all for ice. Wonder what the deal is with that. Oh, that's not. I don't even know that's part of it. Okay, never mind. They're just down there. Yeah, the leftist tears, man. That was beautiful. I think this guy's done for the night. Look at all that tear gas smoke.
Hey, that looks like it's coming right this way.
Yeah, it is, buddy. You better believe it, buddy. Get the hell out of Portland, dude. Just shut it down. Look at them running out of there like little cockroaches. With those stupid little surgical masks. 2025, and they're wearing like the surgical mask still. You know, for the COVID. Yeah, they showed them. Oh my God, dude. Oh. Hey, that's right, James. The wind was just right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, that was great. All right, that was great. Yeah, I think that's without the wind blowing.
Big ass cloud coming this way right now.
I think that's without the wind blowing, though, right, Gil? They got a big ass cloud coming this way, they said. All right, man. That was great. I'm going to pull it. All right, we'll pull that for now. I just wanted to that was great. I had to get some insight. I didn't know what was going on today with the No Kings protest, and then I knew this Portland stuff was going on all week and last week. I've been watching that. I actually was streaming over on the TLB Radio React channel. I was streaming some of the Portland stuff earlier this week, and I thought I'd check back into it tonight. And I wanted to catch some of that No Kings bullshit too, but dude, I got to tell you, you're doing something right when you can get the whole country to come out and do the little No Kings, right? That tells me Trump is doing something right. That was my whole thing this time around was immigration, the illegal immigration. That was my whole beef was this illegal immigration that happened with the Biden shit. And Trump came in, man. He's taking care of it. That's what I voted for. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. That's what I want taken care of. So I'm going to tell you something. You can sit there and laugh about that situation in New York City, And you can sit there and say, like, I've read some comments. I've read some people on other platforms. Oh, let them have New York City. They deserve what they vote for. They deserve to get it. You know, that's true, but this should concern everybody. Once they get New York City, then they're going to go after Washington and Los Angeles and Chicago. And they've already got half of Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan is completely almost done. I mean, this is the thing. You know, it's like back in the day when we tried to stop communism from spreading. We would go fight these wars, and, you know, most notably Vietnam, right? Well, we need to stand up and fight this one. This is a big threat to us, I think. And this is not about just freedom of religion here, because the Muslim religion entails military. That's the difference. Okay, they combine their military beliefs, their military beliefs with their religious beliefs. And I don't know. I'm not comfortable at all with this. And I think we need to do something. Do not sit on the fact that they're going to take New York City. Don't sit on that. Don't go. Do not say, oh, let them have it. Oh, that's what they. No, we need to stop this. They're going to get New York right now, but we need to stop it right there and flip it. I mean, I'm just telling you, dude, I'm not even a political science nothing major. I don't know nothing about this shit hardly, but I know what's not good and what's not, what's not good for us, and that's not good for us. Exactly, Matthew. Exactly, Matt. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be taken care of. We can't let this flip. And they have actually told us their intentions. They're not shy about it. They're actually telling us what they're intending to do. Infatada, baby. That's what they're talking. And we got to stop this. I hope our leaders do it. I hope our leaders do the right thing. Exactly right, Susan Brown. Thank you. Yeah, I tell you what, man, you might be right, Hollis. It may be something they're doing as an excuse, but whatever it takes. I mean, if we got to hit the streets, then so be it. I'm not going to argue the president's policy. If he thinks that's what we need to do, then so be it. And if you would disagree, that's fine too. I don't know. I have no problem with that, but I've got to step up on this one myself. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. I look back at Joe Biden did this to us. And we got to fix it. Thank you, Marty Powell. I agree with you too, man. What is the hell is wrong with these people, these New Yorkers? And I'll tell you this. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened in 9/11, but man, don't ever say never forget. You know how they do that? Never forget 9/11. Don't say that while you let New York City get taken over. Let Trump be a dictator. I'm for it. I'm going to vote Trump for a dictator. No, that's right, Roger. I agree with you. We cannot do that. We can't give up any city, state, or any of that. I think we need to fight passionately for Dearborn, Michigan. I really do. I think we need to fight for Dearborn. Yeah, I saw that, Matt. It's insane what's happening in Dearborn. Anyway, I hope they get a grip on this. I really do. Oh, wait, this guy's going back down there. Let me just check on him before we wrap things up here. I think he's going back down there to check it out again. I thought he was done for the night. Wait a minute. It looked like he's back down there.
Is that crazy, huh? Is that what it was?
I guess this is the
There it is. That's tear gas.
riot control CS. I'm guessing this is not a smoke screen.
No, that's tear gas. That's tear gas, buddy.
Tear gas? Yeah, tear gas. That's what it is. Wow. It's really hot.
Hey, that's right, Susan Brown. And you know what they say. When someone tells you who they are, believe them.
With the last four, and then we had to put our mask down. We had to breathe and all that, yeah. Then we had to walk out.
Yeah, what-
Oh, you mean it's part of your training or whatever?
You can't. Is it that hot? No.
It's
fuck
hot.
yeah.
It didn't hurt that bad.
Shit.
Like, it was funny because when I left the gas chamber, I'm like, "Drill sergeant, can I do it again?" I want to do it again.
Right.
It's not funny. It looks like a 5 out of 10.
Red flag.
There you go. Here.
Penalty.
Wow, that's pretty wild, man. That is wild shit. Amazing stuff that's going on here in our country. And I don't mean that in a good way, just unreal. Can't believe this shit. What a time to be alive, man. I got to tell you, I'm glad I'm on the other side, though. I'm glad I'm on the side of leaving. I'm on the other side of the age group here. I'm on the back end of my life. I would not want to be coming up at this time at all. Like, I would not want to be 20. And this is what I got to look forward to. No way. But that's just me. God, I can't stop watching this shit. I want to see the cops come back out. I want to see them come back out again. I haven't even thought of that, Hunter. That's a good point, James. They don't know about 9/11. You're right, probably. They weren't born. I forget myself. That's so long ago to us, right? I bet. Yeah, that's a good point. But still, it bothers me to see people say that and then allow this to happen up there in New York City. It's just unreal. I never thought this would happen. Never. But I never thought Joe Biden would let in, 15, 20 million illegal immigrants either without checking them. So. I don't know. That's the way I look at that. Is that right, James? Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have left a long time ago. I could have never stayed up there over the last probably 10 years. It would have just, I don't know. It started to change then, I think. Glad you got out. Glad you were able to get out of there, though. Glad you got out. Let's check in with this guy one more time. Yeah, he's just walking around now. I don't know when they'll come out next. Probably somewhere there. Okay, he's right there still. Probably sometime around the top of the hour, maybe, or bottom of the next hour. I knew he came out sometime around the bottom, which they just did. I knew they came out then. Like I said, I've been watching the stuff probably for the last week or so, and I was streaming some of it on the other channel, so I'm kind of keeping up with their time. What time they come out. And so look at this guy with what's he doing with a plastic balloon? What is this shit? This little plastic sword balloon. What are these? I can't even take these people seriously. He's got a little sword like a kitty balloon or something. What the fuck? Oh my God, dude. Fucking idiot. No, what is it? What do you think those Vietnam protesters would have thought about these protesters? He's defending himself. Is that a lightsaber? His comfort baton. Woo! Oh my God. Oh shit. You guys are great. That's funny stuff. Funny stuff, man. Water balloon fight. Yeah, that's. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. That's great. Oh, shit. What else we got here? Oh, I didn't even see the rain up there. Okay. Got a little rain coming down, it looks like. Or is that just debris? I can't tell. I know I kept saying we're not going to go back. I can't help it. I can't. I just can't. I'm addicted to this shit almost.
It's over. I'm gonna.
I want to see if I can find this Tommy Boy guy. He's funny as hell. This guy's a character. He's usually down there on the ground too. Let me just take a look real quick. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
I talked back. No, Keith will be better. Oh. Grab my pussy.
Grab my pussy. We've all said way worse than that behind closed doors, talking about our girls and shit, bro. Doesn't make no sense. We're almost a.
That's right, Susan. They don't, man. I agree. That's so funny that they call themselves Antifa. A lot of them call themselves Antifa, and that's not anti-fascism. They are the actual fascists. I mean, they throw those words around so loosely now, right? Fascism and Marxism and you're a Nazi and, Nazi. I remember growing up, if you said Nazi, that was an eye-opener. That was like the N-word almost. That's a Nazi? How dare you? You know what you're saying? But now they throw it around, racist and Nazi and stuff. Like, it's not even a big deal anymore. People don't care if you're a racist or Nazi. That's how much they have devalued that. Their own side, by the way, the left has done this.
So yeah, it's a very basic but very insidious term. It's like they're literally trying to make an example. Targeting individuals who have Facebook, trying to exploit this world, trying to terrorize
Okay, Hollis, Keith, I think I misunderstood you earlier then. I apologize, Hollis. I agree with you here. This ridiculous shit probably is what it was for in part. I also think it was in part to get the votes. I really believe they thought that they were going to be able to get the vote, like get illegal immigrants to vote this time. I know it's illegal. I know they're not supposed to do it. It's illegal, but I think that was the plan. That was the plan to grant amnesty to these illegal immigrants, to grant amnesty so that they could vote, and the Democrats are going to get the votes. And he just let people come in unvetted. I agree with you. It is like a two-headed snake here. So I think we share the same view more than I thought, Hollis.
You guys fuck off right where you at! Amen!
Well, it's a shame, too, what they were doing in the public school system here in this country, because from what I was seeing the last 4 or 5 years, the schools were focusing on trying to convince kids that they were the wrong gender instead of talking to them about what was really going on as far as history or the government or whatever, right? Like it was all gender bullshit or something. I don't know what the fuck. It was insane. So I think that's why you got a bunch of people out here in furry costumes and inflatables and stuff. They're just, man, look at the rain coming down. They're just lost, man. They don't know they have no idea what they're really doing. I don't think. I think the cops are going to come back out. I think the cops are getting ready to come back. I think at the top of the hour they're going to come out and do another sweep. I might be wrong. We'll see. Hey, you know what, Susan Brown? I hope they are. I hope they are at the voting stations. I hope they do get them there. That'd be great. I'm all for it. Holy fuck, Giz. What the hell? What the hell is that about? Wow. Yeah, right on. I don't blame you for that. That would be a little weird. That would be definitely a little weird. Wow, that's wild. I've never met any real German Nazis in my life. I can't, It's interesting. You know what we did, right? The government here in the United States. We took all of the old, the best ones of those Nazis, and we put them in NASA and made NASA. That's how our space program started out there. We put them in NASA, and they were incredible engineers, I guess. So we didn't care about their war crimes. We just said, hell, they can still build rocket ships. Bring them into NASA. So yeah, a lot of the those Nazi war criminals were NASA engineers for the United States. Yes, Operation Paperclip. Exactly right. Yeah. Good call. Yep. Yep. Good call, Gil. Good call, buddy. Hello, guitar boy. Yes, exactly right. Thank you. Hey, good call, Hunter. Good call, man. I know what you mean with those SS letters that Ace designed, right? Hey, Ace was a big old Ace liked that stuff too, man. Ace was into that. Ace used to play around, as I understand. I read his book, and he talked about when he was a kid, they used to play around with that Nazi shit or something. I don't know. Hey, I still love him. Ace Frehley, God bless you, man. Oh, yeah, they're going to fuck off here in a minute, buddy. They're going to fuck off right in your face. Man, I apologize, everybody. I know I said I was done with this earlier, but I can't help it. I am just addicted to this shit. I love watching this live footage shit. I'm so thankful I'm not down there in it. Oh, this guy might be done. This guy's stream might be done here. Hang on a second. Looks like he just lost his stream. Let's see what happens here. Might have to do the old refresh. Let's see what the deal is. Yeah, I think this guy just got, for whatever reason, lost his stream. You know, another thing I'm noticing about these protests when they're out there, especially this one I've been watching. I mean, are they allowed to block traffic? I don't think they're allowed to actually block traffic. I wish they would step in on that. Let's see if this guy, gets his stream back up. If not, we'll shut it down ourselves, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here with this guy. I'm so hooked on this stuff. I've been spending most of the week watching it. And I didn't plan on showing it tonight, though. I wasn't planning on this, but I just happened to think about that No Kings protest. Let's see if this guy's got his, that's funny, he has government phone. Oh, here he goes. Oh, he's got his stuff back. Oh, that's not it. What this is. Oh, wait a minute. This is like oh, so this is in LA. Is anybody out there in LA right now? I guess this is going on right here.
This street at the 101. And looks like LAPD is going to force that group around this corner, while CHP has.
Right. So this is a LA stream here.
Keeping people off of the freeway. And you can see those.
Wow! Holy shit!
Full riot gear with shields and batons and helmets.
Dude, how do you people live in that city? This is like living in New York City, I guess.
LAPD is pushing. They might be starting to make arrests. George, come north and west for me.
Wow.
Yeah, north and west kind of quick.
Dude, I could not live in this shit. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you people do it that live out there.
All right, so those mounted units have stopped. It looks like they're going to draw their line here, and they've pushed that crowd south down. I believe this is Vignes. There's a group kind of inside the skirmish lines, which is interesting. Keep going, George, faster.
It's got to be, I'd say, millions and millions, if not close to billion. James. Wow, this is unbelievable, man. Wow. How can they? I wouldn't even think.
Sure where these people think they're going.
I mean, I wouldn't think the police could even handle this. They got to have the National Guard in there, right? Yeah. The National Guard's probably in there. This is insane.
But keep coming.
Oh wow, is that right, Matt? Driving on the 91 today. They have
so the majority of this crowd is dispersed. If you're just joining us, this is Brian Andrews at News Chopper 4 on NBC4 streaming. We are live over downtown where a protest has been declared an unlawful assembly, and they've ordered the dispersal of the protesters.
Yeah, see, there's nothing peaceful about this shit. It's unlawful, or they're looting or whatever. Like, there's very, very few times are they peaceful about any of it.
Was outside the federal building. They'd been given orders to disperse. They had not listened to those orders. They'd been given multiple times, and eventually LAPD brought their mounted units in and made very quick work of those protesters, pushing them several blocks down here to where we see them now. They were joined by those are CHP officers onto the 101 freeway. I'm going to zoom out here. There you can see that's the 101 freeway right there. Cuts right through downtown.
Hey there, Tuesday. Hello to you. Thanks for coming in.
On the freeway and cause a lot of trouble. Throw things at
yeah, right.
and just cause a lot of problems. So CHP is there in the tan, preventing anyone from getting.
I caught your sarcasm, I think, in that, James. I know NBC's really unbiased. Wink, wink.
It's incredibly effective at pushing people out. Those are big horses. They're very intimidating.
Dude, I'm shocked that LAPD can handle this, though. I really am. I thought it would. That looks like a lot of people to be dealing with.
They want dispersed. There's just.
Wonder how big the LA police department really is, and how many members are, how big they are as far as cops. How many cops do they have in that force? I bet it's a lot.
Earlier, they pushed them all the way from the federal building.
I probably have no idea how many cops make up the LAPD.
Right here, and they pushed them all the way back there. There's a contingent here that's being slowly pushed.
Wow, look at this shit. Look how far back this goes. Wow.
A little bit more of a tame group. These were the people that were kind of.
I like this guy who's anchoring. He's doing a good job. I like this guy, even if he is NBC.
A little bit farther east of here. Right down here, this is the group that was kind of at the right up against the officers. So they've been pushed down here.
Holy shit!
They're still just standing around. It's kind of strange that LAPD kind of has
almost 9,000. Okay, all right. Maybe they can handle this then. Maybe they'll be just fine. I had no idea there was that many. I had no idea. I'm thinking maybe a couple thousand. I had no idea it was almost 9,000. Wow. Was that bigger than New York's? I mean, New York's probably got the second biggest then.
less lethal get deployed.
That's kind of rhetorical. I don't expect you to know the answer to New York City, but wow. Almost 9,000.
A little bit that those mounted units have stopped pushing people out, and they've all kind of come to a stop right here. This is basically commercial.
All right, I'm seeing some federal agents. It looks like up at the top of the screen there.
Of downtown.
Well, I don't know. Wow,
This is
wow.
moving their skirmish line, letting those people get out.
Yeah, I couldn't do the big city thing anymore. No fucking way.
And hopefully just go home.
Hopefully just go home. Oh my God, that's wishful thinking, buddy.
Oh, careful! That looked like a laser.
Oh, okay. So if they go from that 101 to the California Highway Patrol. Gotcha. Holy cow.
And there's those mounted units moving around the corner, pushing their line farther. Keep going west for me, George.
You guys are you're killing me. You guys are popping me up with your liners tonight. I'll tell you.
So right now it looks like there's probably more LAPD and CHP officers here than there are protesters causing trouble.
Wow. Hey, thanks, Gil. That's incredible. 33,000 New York City police. That's incredible. Wow. Here I thought they were behind LA. That shows you how stupid I am. Man, this is insane.
And there you can see it's a very small contingent that's here now.
Yeah, I've noticed that, James. Yeah, yep, I've heard that too. They like to do the laser thing up in the choppers and stuff. Wow, look at them on the freaking horses again. That they're right. That must really work. Because it's pushing them back. Like they're not fucking with them. They're definitely moving.
Yeah, LAPD just continues to push this small group of protesters back.
See, that's not peacefully protesting to me. You're out there in the street, you're blocking traffic. You know that I agree with these guys. That's not peaceful protesting.
Dwindle, there's maybe 30 or 40 people here anymore.
Okay, so
LAPD is pushing out.
Yeah, they do have a control then. Good. Okay. Wow.
That's great right there, George. They formed another skirmish line across that side street there, preventing anyone from coming around.
Yeah, nobody's getting in through
Again,
that.
I'm going to zoom out here, and you're going to see the CHP units down here guarding the freeway, keeping people from getting on there. And there's a skirmish line of LAPD officers here as well, preventing anyone from coming from this way.
Hey, Matt and Gil, thank you for your guys' insight here. I mean, I know you guys live out. Appreciate the extra insight from you guys.
Standing by, ready to go, and they called them in and made quick work of the situation. And there's just a handful of...
Our girl Tawna lives out there, of course, but I mean, she's out tonight, so I appreciate you guys giving some insight here.
20, 25 people.
I don't even know if Tawna knows the backstory and all this stuff, like, you know, the ins and outs of this.
There's definitely a heavy presence of LAPD.
We talk about it ourselves. She keeps up with it and stuff, but I'm not sure if she's familiar with the, like I said, the number of cops that are involved in this or on the staff or anything, but interesting.
So this is Alameda.
Alameda.
And, this is where, right here, this is where this all began. This group was here. And as
I like this guy.
Happened, they came across the freeway, and there's a small group here, and they went down to what we were just looking at. We did see a very small group earlier down here, but it looks like there is no one there at all anymore.
Stay safe up in those canyons, I know.
Yeah, just a handful of officers keeping a skirmish line and a small presence there.
10,000 Sheriff's Department.
Trouble seems to have gone
Wow.
away.
Wow, dude. Yeah, they got a bigger area. I could see where they would incorporate many more.
Back to that group
So you got 10,000 there,
giving the most,
and then almost 9,000 for the LAPD. So you got almost 20,000 total there in that area. Yeah, they probably don't need the National Guard.
Touch west.
I don't know, though. I don't live out there, so I shouldn't say that. I tell you, I pray for you guys out there. I really do. I hope you guys come through all this. It's insane to live like this. I couldn't do it. I'm glad I'm out here in good old hillbilly town Roanoke. We don't have any of this ever out here. We don't have to deal. We never deal with this.
Got some LAPD movement. Looks like they're putting some riot officers out in front of the mounted officers now, which probably means that they're going to hold this spot. All right, George, that's good as far as west. Keep going south for me, please.
Yeah, that's crazy to have that blocking the highways and shit.
And there they go. They're pushing the last of the stragglers down the street.
Stragglers!
And those LAPD officers are going to have less lethal with them, smoke and gas and bean bags.
They say those beanbags sting like hell.
And if you're just joining us, this is Brian Andrews in News Chopper 4 over downtown LA on NBC4 streaming. This is the remnants of a protest that was happening in front of the federal building. The LAPD used their mounted units quite effectively to push that group away from the federal building. And
wow, dude. So the
protesters, they'd been given dispersal orders, which means that the gathering had been declared.
So the CHP has even more, another 11,000 or whatever. Wow.
And what they were doing was, in fact, a crime, and they could get arrested. They ended up not dispersing, and LAPD brought in their mounted units to push that group away from the area. As they pushed that group back,
John Punch, I know.
Until we have
I watched a few episodes. Yeah, I did.
You can see LAPD. You can see those mounted units are actually leaving the area now, going back to a staging area. But they were incredibly effective at driving that group away and getting them to leave the area. Those, like I've said, those mounted units are incredible. They're very intimidating. The horses, they're big. Horses are big, and they're intimidating when they're coming at you like that.
Hell yeah, they are.
It's a lot. And
dude, I've been on the horse one time in my life, right? Like a real horse, like by myself on the horse. It was the last time I'll ever get on the horse, ever. That's how fucking big and intimidating that fucker was to me. I don't deal with horses.
Things calmed down. People moved out of the way. People left.
I'm not talking about pony rides or the merry-go-round. I'm talking about a real fucking horse, right? I got up on one time. Some bitch took off on me. I wasn't ready for it. I'm screaming like a bitch as we haul ass down toward this fence, right? I think we're going to jump this fucking fence and I'm screaming I got nothing to hold on to. I'm holding on to his mare, I guess, his hair off the neck, wrap my arms around his neck. I'm holding on for dear life. No saddle, no nothing. And, yeah, some friends tricked me into getting up on the horse. Said, "Oh, don't worry, he's not going to take off on you, dude. Just get up there and sit. You can sit on him. It's not going to hurt. He's not going to take off." I got up on the back of that horse. That sumbitch took off, and dude, I was pissing my pants, literally. I'm not kidding. I'm not even ashamed to say it. It scared the hell out of me. So the horse takes off, and it's charging toward a fence, and I'm thinking we're going to jump this fucking fence, man. He's not giving any sign that he's going to stop. Like there's no sign he's going to settle down. And all of a sudden, right before we get to the fence, he comes to a stop, like nothing. And I slid off that sumbitch, and dude, my legs were so weak, I couldn't even stand up. That's how fucking freaked out I was. I couldn't even get up on my legs when I got off the horse. I got away from him as quick as I could, though. But that's the last time I was ever on a horse. And that was back in 1986 or some shit like that. That was a long time ago. I don't do horses, man. No horses. Yeah. Hey, Doug Derby. Hello to you, my friend. Good to see you. Happy birthday, Doug, by the way. It's Doug Derby's birthday, too, everybody. Give Doug Derby a good birthday welcome and give another happy birthday to our good friend Hunter Laney. Happy birthday, gentlemen. Many, many more to both of you. You got it, buddy. Thank you, Amy. I just thought of that when you mentioned it. That's interesting. That's funny as hell. Thanks, James. That's true. I've never thought of that till you just said that. Finwinkle trains the police dog. That's right. How ironic. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Man, you guys are the best, man. TLB'ers rock. We're not just TLB'ers, man. We're normal people. I love it. We're Americans. I love you guys. It's been awesome coming in here tonight.
All right, well, I think that's going to cover it for this event. We're probably going to stick around and keep an eye on the situation here in downtown. But I'm Brian Andrews, News Chopper 4 for NBC4 Streaming. I love my job, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, man. Whoops. Went back to my thing again. There we go. All right. There you go. That's going to wrap that up from LA, I guess. Not bad job there, NBC. I got to give them a little credit, for fuck's sakes. I don't usually like NBC either, but they did a pretty good job there. All right. What a night. What a Saturday night. Little TLB impromptu, little Portland ICE protest action, and some LA No Kings ICE protest there. A little wrap up there for the end. So not bad for a Saturday night. I didn't plan on any of it. I was just sitting around. I said, you know what? We need to do a program here. We're a little bit behind. Got to talk to the people for a change, and catch back up. So that's why we're here tonight. And I appreciate everybody joining us and hanging out with us, because it's always good to see you guys. You guys bringing back some normalcy to my life, and I appreciate it. In an otherwise crazy world now that I seem to think we're in. It's a lot of fun here, man. I love it. On a topic that shouldn't be. Hey, thanks, Matt. You guys do. That's coming, Gil. Don't worry. We got the React channel for that. So you just keep watching that. Keep watching, buddy. It's coming. I promise. I promise, Gil. There's much to say. and much will be said, but not here. There's a time and place, and that's coming. I promise you that. Hey, Kathleen, I know, right? I agree. Yes. All right. I don't want to get too carried away, or I'll start right now, and I don't want to do that. Hey, you're right about that, Roger. Thanks for coming in tonight, Mr. Burberk. Appreciate that. And the rest of you too. No, it's coming, Gil. There's gonna be a place for this. I promise. It'll be around. So, but not here, not now. And I just like I said, I just wanted to catch up on a little thing tonight. You know, I knew Krenwinkel had gotten her parole denied. I want to cover that a little bit before too much time went by. Never really did talk about the Leslie too much at the time, but James May, who slipped Manson the newspaper in court. Nobody actually gave it to him. Did they actually give it to him, or did he grab it? I think Stovic brought it in, didn't he? Somebody help me out here. Didn't Stovic bring it in and Manson just basically picked it up and held it up? Like I guess Stovic left it near one of, close enough for Manson to get it, right? Okay, maybe it was a defense attorney. You might be right. I'm literally telling you, I don't know. I'm asking for some help here. You might be right. It might have been a defense attorney. Does anybody know more? I'm forgetting. I know this, but I forgot. I'll be honest with you. I've known this through the years, but on the moment here, on the sperm of the moment, I can't think about it. I can't. Okay, Day Shin. That might have been it. Day Shin. Here we go. I knew our dolphin would know. All right, here we go. I knew you guys would know this. I knew it. All right, here's your answer, James. Yeah, Day Shin. I'm going with Day Shin. In fact, Dolphin said it. You can count on it. You can count on it. If Dolphin put it up there, Day Shin, take it to the bank. There you go. Good call, people. I love you guys. I fucking love you guys. This is why I love the TLB'ers right here. You ask and you will get an answer. If I don't know the answer, there's somebody out here on this side of the fence that does. That's why I love you guys. I appreciate you so much, Dolphin. Thank you. And the rest of you who chimed in there. AI says Manson took it from a deputy. Now, I'm going with Day Shin. I'm sorry. There we go. I'm going with Day Shin. I really am. I'm sorry. The AI stuff is pretty wild, but yay, I'm not quite there yet. And trusting it completely. I'm going with Day Shin. But good call there, Gil. Seriously, a topic for another time, or maybe tonight. Who do you think the next one will get out that's locked up? Yeah, we can throw it out there right now, real quick on our way out. Who would be next? Let's see. Let's go down the list here once again. Okay. Whoops, that's not it. I don't want to do him. Here we go. Here's two of them. There's Watson and Beausoleil. And then you got, where's the Bruce Davis one at? I don't know where he went. So you got these two and you got Bruce. So we know Tex probably won't get out, right? Probably know it won't be Tex. So it's going to come down to Bobby or Bruce. Because I don't think Pat's going to get, I think she's done now for a while. Although she'll go up again next. Let me put it this way. Pat will have a chance to get out first. Before November. Nope, she won't. I take that back. These two will have a chance first. And then Pat will have a chance. And then Bruce will have a chance in 2027. So that's how you got to think about this. So Bobby will have a chance first in 2026 in July of this upcoming year. Then a couple months later, Tex will. I think Bobby's going to have the best chance if I had to vote. I think Bobby. I'm going to pick Bobby Beausoleil. Are we talking about just the TLB murders or all of them? All the ones in right now? What do you think, Hunter? All of them? Okay. All of them. I'm going with Bobby. I think Bobby will be out before Bruce. Giz says Bruce. Oh, wooden box. Okay, you think he's coming out in the wooden box. Gotcha. I misread that. I agree with you. Bruce did do the least amount. I mean, you're right about that. That's true. Dolphin says, I think Bruce, because Bobby changes his story too often to believe him. Yeah, Bobby seems to get the okay a couple times too, but then for some reason, see, I don't know why they revoked Bobby. Like I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know why they brought Bruce back because he went on that serial killer podcast. But why did they? What happened with Bobby? Why did they take his away? He was recommended at one time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what that was about, but if I had to guess, I'm going with Bobby. I think he'll get out before Bruce. Yeah, Bobby does have a big mouth. He does lie. He does definitely lie. You know what he's doing though, right? He's trying to disassociate himself with the whole family, period. So he's going to tell a couple lies, I think. Well, that's a good point there. I'll tell you what, before I leave here, in fact, let me do this right now. I meant to do this earlier, and I got caught up on this live protest thing. This is part of my agenda tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Chestnut thinks Krenwinkel will get out next. Interesting. It all depends on Newscome's mood. Okay, we're going to shift gears real quick for a final segment here, and then I will shut her down. I want to go back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago when someone spotted the beer can on the mailbox at Cielo. In case you missed it. Oh, man, that's not going to do it. Why do they do that? Dude, I don't know why StreamYard, like this photo right here, this is not the size of the photo. They completely blew this thing up for some reason. I don't know why they do this. Let me put this down here, I guess. I guess I have to put it in here. A few weeks ago on one of our programs, we were talking about this. Somebody had found this, or noticed this beer can right here under the mailbox of Cielo after the murders. It's like the morning after or something. You can see, I cropped it out, but if I opened up the picture more, you would see the detective standing in the driveway there. So this was found after the murders the next day, right here. See the beer can right here, right? What's that's about? What was that put there? You know, right? Who knows, right? When was that put there? Who knows? Was that put there the night before, during the murders, after, a week before, a month before? Who knows? But it would be wild if maybe one of the killers put it there, or maybe a third person there that drinks that beer, maybe. What was the name of the beer again, guys? I couldn't remember. Some of you pointed that out right away. Olympia. Is that it? Was that it? The Olympia? Yeah. Whoops. Sorry about that. We'll get there for a second. Olympia, Matt says. Yeah, that's what I meant. The Olympia pull tab. Okay, great. Olympia beer. So we were like, wonder if they were drinking that beer or not, right? Or maybe it was a third person up there that's drinking the beer, like Danny DiCarlo or somebody. I'm going to put another picture up here. I found the picture of the car with the garbage. I want to look at that real quick. There's that. I don't know if we can tell anything off of that. Probably not. But I'm going to see if I can blow it up a little bit here. It could be. It very well could be Garrettson's. I'll tell you, I said this at the time, too. The Gardners up there, they were brothers, and they would make deals with Garrettson, or at least one of them would, where they would buy Garrettson beer in exchange, or he would. One of the Gardners would, at least once has happened, at least once. I'm assuming it happened more than once, though. I mean, you're not going to do something like this just once. It's like a little side hustle he had. So he would exchange the guest house for the Gardner going and buying him beer. And then the Gardner would use his guest house for like an hour to have an affair with the girlfriend, so the wife wouldn't find out. Now, I also read that if they couldn't get the guest house, the Gardners would just maybe pull up there to the gate at night or whenever with their girlfriend and kind of do it there in the car. So I don't know. Maybe one of the Gardners left the beer. That's a good question, James. Yeah, no, that's a Olympia, I think, James Watson. That's a good question. Why wasn't introduced as evidence? Maybe it didn't need to be. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. There should be fingerprints all over it, though. You're right. I mean, it doesn't even look like they took the can. Maybe they did after the picture was taken, but like it doesn't even look like they noticed or would have taken the can even. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And that's the question right there, James Watson. Is that an Olympia can in the car? I know, right? You're looking at the same thing I am. I see it. I'm looking. I see what you're seeing. Yes. I don't know, though. Dolphin sees a Colt 45. I'm going to I think I'm going to blow this up here and see if we can see a little better picture here. Okay, that's a little bit bigger. There's a Colt 45 right there. I see the Colt. But I also, is that an Olympia right there? Dude, I can't. Damn. Let's see if I can get it bigger even. Can I get it any bigger? Let me see if I can get this thing bigger. Hang on. Let's see here. And it's kind of getting blurry the bigger I get it. I don't know if that helps or not. Hang on 1 second and we'll see if I can fire that up. It doesn't really tell us much. Let's see if this will share screen. This right here. There we go. I blew it up a little bit. Does that help any? Let me see if I can get it in here now. Where's that at? Let's see. Is this it? There we go. See if I can get it. I enlarge it a little bit. Let's see if I can go a little more with it even. Does that help any? Probably not. Let's see if I can get it even more. That's probably as good as we can get it, to be honest. I don't think we're going to be able to tell. unfortunately. Damn. Damn. Dude, I tell you, I think we're close. I feel like we're close. I feel like we're closer than I thought we would get. I didn't think we would. Why am I feeling like there's something there? I feel like this can could be in that car. Maybe like right in here, maybe right here, something like that. What is this can right here? What is this? I think this is the coat right there. I think that's the coat. A pizza box or something right there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to tell for sure, but man, I just got this feeling, man. Yeah, I don't know. Wild. Definitely wild, man. All right, let me see if I can get this off here. Okay, there we go. James May, thank you for bringing this to our attention. James May, by the way, I believe is the one that brought this to our attention some weeks back. So just want to say thanks, James. Very, very compelling for me. I mean, it's intriguing. It's I'm so into it. I want to know. Very compelling. Yeah, I'm not sure how many months. That's a good question, Doug. I don't know that answer either. Because you got to think they had to go find the car, impound the car. When did they get the car? Was it during the raid? Didn't they get the car during the raid, I think, or something like that? Maybe not. I don't know. That's a good question. Was Colt 45 even around back then? Yeah. Did you know what I found out, dude? They were riding around with stolen tags on top of stolen tags. I think that's the funniest thing. I think that's just hilarious. Oh. Yeah, he had a TV dinner that night of the murders. But that week leading up to the murders, he had traded it's in his polygraph. If you read his polygraph, I think. I'm pretty sure that's where I read it. But he tells you that he traded off with the gardener, a beer, for him to buy the beer. Yeah, barefooting in the back seat, man, of that car. Can you imagine? And I mean, think about it too, right? Like that's what they were laying in. That's the shit they were laying in when they went out those 2 nights, man. Like that's insane. Fucking insane, dude. Oh, Colt beer. Since good. See, dude, we got an answer, man. You got a question, we got an answer. Good stuff. Whoop. Good stuff, man. Way to go, guys and girls. See, I don't know shit. I don't need to. The TLB'ers know it. And then I got Laufenberg. So anything I don't know, she knows. And anything we don't know, you guys know. So it all works out. What do they call it? Checks and balances. Right here in TLB Radio. Or as Boner would call it, TLBR Radio. You ever heard him talk about the name of the show? He calls it TLBR Radio. Oh, my God. Wild community we have here. I did not know that, Matt. Holy shit. Good trivia. I did not know this. Good trivia. Gil's fact checking. I love it. Oh man, we've got the best right here. We are the best. TLB Radio and the TLB'ers. You guys are the best, man. Absolute best. Look, I'm almost 60. There's not a better way I'd rather spend a Saturday night than doing what I'm doing right now with you guys. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth, man. Thank you all so much. I love it. I Googled without AI. You know what's funny, man? I'm a big X guy, right? I'm a big Twitter guy now. And every post on Twitter, every single post on Twitter now, the first damn reply is, "Hey, Grok, is this true?" It's like, what the fuck did these people do without AI before? I don't understand. I'll tell you, the post-human era is coming, though. You know that, right? The post-human era. We're going to have the androids and the robots building other androids and robots and AI. And I don't know. It might not happen in our lifetime, but that post-human era will be coming here. And unbelievable how this place is going to turn. Hey, that's very cool, man. Good. Happy birthday. Happy belated, Matt. Many more to you, my friend. Yeah, God, I could go on about that. I could go on and on. Well, you're not too far ahead of us there, big guy. So we're all in the same peer group, I guess they called it. The peer group, remember? Doug Derby coming in with the big 5-7. How about you, Hunter? Doug Derby 57 today. Where are you at, Hunter? What is that age up there, old man? Hunter's probably like, 30 or something. 33, 34, Roger, a big 56. Not bad. Oh, okay. You're good, Hunter. 54. You got a ways to go. But we're all in the same peer group, though. That's what I like. We're all in the little same group there. I like that. Well, it really is, Ryan. Hello to you, by the way, Ryan. Thanks for coming in. It is. It's just a number, really. It can be. It's a mental thing. You're right. Let me tell you something, though. How about Amy coming up with the big 58 there? Good gosh, that's great, Amy. I say that not for your age. I say it because most women won't come off their age. Well, look at this. We got the TLB women who don't give a fuck. I love it. Way to go, Giz. You're damn right. Just a number. Hail to Generation X, baby. The best generation of all. Damn right. With age just being a number, I do want to say this. In light of Ace Frehley dying, that's right. We are the last of the best of the tough ones, man, for sure. Susan Brown, God bless you. Happy 67 to you. Many more. God bless you. I want to say something, though, in light of the Ace Frehley passing, because I think it's getting overlooked. Ace Frehley was 74. He didn't die of a heart attack or heart disease or anything like that. He died from a brain bleed from a fall. And that's what I think people overlook here. When you get that age, granted, you may still have your mind and your heart may be in good condition, but the bones and the joints and the body, it's just not the same. Exactly. He hit his head very hard. And I think, when you're older and you lose your balance or you're not quite as, nifty on your feet as you used to be, you're susceptible to that. So just kind of keep that in mind, I guess, as we proceed in age. I think Bob Saget died the same way, didn't he? Yeah, I mean, Ace has always kind of had some problems stumbling and fumbling around. I get that too, yeah. Yeah, same with Ozzy. He kind of went downhill after that as well. I mean, when you get that age and you have a fall, I think that's the serious thing right there. That can be a killer without people realizing that is the killer. So, yeah. I mean, that's a good point, Ryan. I mean, you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything, but just keep it going. Yeah, keep a little conditioning going, a little physical conditioning. Again, you don't have to do a lot. Just walk a little bit. Keep going. Lift a couple 5 pounds or 2 pounds or whatever. Yeah. Yep. I know. I've come to accept it already. The beginning of the end, the last ride, the final. It's here. I'm okay with it. Yeah. You know what? That's you'd be surprised, right? You don't think you need your toes, right? Until you need them. No, you really do. You need your toes. I know. It's hard to believe. I mean, and I'm not kidding. I mean, you overlooked something like your toes. You wouldn't think it's just toes, right? No, you really do need your toes. No kidding, Giz. I didn't know. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, these falls, I'm starting to worry. I mean, I'm not even, I've been athletic my whole life, right? I played sports and worked out and kept in shape my whole life, man. I still run a couple miles here and there. I mean, it's not like I quit. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I'm starting to worry now. So I don't know. Who knows, man? Just do what you can do and hope you're ready when it comes. But are we ever really? Probably not. And that's right. Time waits for no one, baby. You can't outrun Father Time. No way. Try having a stroke. Not fun. Yeah, I'll take your word for that, my friend. Yeah. No, I hear you. Hey, Jeffrey Cox. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. So strange that right after the news of him passing, I saw an old interview where they were talking about Ace having poor balance from the Kiss days. Right. Someone just mentioned that he's always been known for kind of falling and whatnot. Yep. He had that bad incident in Florida, I believe. Largo. No, not Largo. 1977. He had a bad incident with with the guitar where afterwards he wrote the song "Shock Me" because of it. Where it literally shocked him and took him down on stage. He did that. I guess the guitar wasn't grounded or something. But he did. He always had a history of falling and whatnot. Of course, a lot of it he was inebriated and so forth. I will say I'm glad to hear that he was sober over these last, I think, 15 years or something. Right. He got electrocuted, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Giz. Yeah, he got electrocuted. That's exactly right. I should have just said that. Yeah, how about the boots? That's a good point. Those freaking boots, dude. Dude, I shouldn't be laughing, dude. It's not funny stuff I'm laughing at. I mean, I'm not laughing at it. But you're right. It's oh God. Oh my gosh, dude, that's funny. Yeah, no, he liked to drink. He did. He liked to drink. But I will say he was sober the last, I guess it was 15 or something years, he says. Which I believed him. I haven't seen him in his older age under the influence. Somebody mentioned the Tom Snyder interview a while back, a minute ago. If you read his book, you'll know he was drunk in that interview and he'd been doing some coke before he did that. So he showed up in that interview, coked up and drunk during the Tom Snyder. Yeah, so I would recommend his book if you haven't read it yet. By the way, he's got a pretty good book out there. Yeah, he was a plumber, right? Yes, exactly, Hunter. Exactly. He's got a great. Yeah, he was my favorite too, probably him and Peter. But he's got a pretty good book. I mean, honestly, I was the biggest Kiss fan up until like 80, probably 82, I'd say, up until The Elder. And I kind of stopped. I wouldn't say stopped, but I put him on the back burner. Let me put it that way. I mean, I'm probably still a member of the Kiss Army, I assume. I never, I paid my $5. Got it out of that Rock and Roll Over album. I paid it. I was huge from 73, and I didn't even catch on to him. I probably caught on to him in the, I'd say, Rock and Roll Over, Destroyer album, and then I went back and bought the other albums after that. So I guess around 76 up until, 82, I was nothing but, I was all in with Kiss, And then toward the tail end of that, the Van Halen came out. I started getting into Van Halen in, I guess, 78, 79. And then the 80. Saw them a couple times. They came to Roanoke. I started getting into the Ted Nugent back then a little bit. Aerosmith was huge in my collection. Who else? The Rolling Stones, I think, touched everybody's lives for every decade. I think they had something for everybody every decade. But yeah, Kiss at one time was my band, and it seemed like longer though. It seemed like they were going on for longer, but it was only a short time that they were really, really good with the original members. So yeah, Gene and Paul, they're going to milk this, I'm sure. Yeah, I agree with you. Unfortunately, you're right. Yeah, Mammoth, right? Mammoth. Yep. Remember them? The old Van Halen days. Yep. Dude, oh my God, Eddie Van Halen. Dude, I love that band. I love them so much. Van Halen, dude. The mighty Van Halen. God damn it. Damn, I missed that guy. Oh well, don't get me started. Gina and Paul. Yeah, I'm sure they did. They probably sold it. They've got these freaking things. They got this idea, right? They're going to keep it going forever. They got these, what are they? The holograms or something they're going to play? I don't know. Dude, I understand that Peter was with Ace right to the end, right to when he passed away. Peter and his wife, Ace's family, Ace's wife or whatever, Ace's girlfriend, whoever he's got. Yeah, they're gonna have like this Ace tribute, I'm sure. I mean, they already got the players, right? They've had Tommy in there forever, so. Dude, Gene Simmons is the one that kind of discovered Van Halen at first. They wanted to. Paul Stanley got mad because Gene Simmons went to a club and saw Van Halen play. Then he went backstage and talked to them and tried to sign them and get them on the label. And did it all without telling Paul. Paul kind of got a little upset about it. But yeah, Avatars. Thank you. The Avatars is what I was trying to say. Yes. Yeah, the Avatars. Yeah, Van Halen spent all their money. But yeah, Gene Simmons wanted to sign him up. I think because they could kind of tell Ace was going to leave or whatever. I think they were going to try to get Eddie to join the band. Is what I heard. But I don't know. Yeah, exactly. You got it. That's right, James. Goddamn, you guys know your shit, buddy. Round of applause for the TLB'ers that know their music. Love it. Absolutely right. So if you like Kiss, there's no surprise that you like Van Halen, right? So, yeah, I fell right in that line. Whew, still listen to that shit today. I love it. Oh, is that how it went, Hunter? Okay. I got you. I stand corrected then. I stand corrected. I tell you, dude, I forget half of these stories. I read these things over the years. I freaking forget them as the years go by. Good point. Good point, Giz. Again, like when Kiss started to replace the members and so forth, that kind of lost the interest. But same thing. When Van Halen went Van Hagar, I kind of, I liked a couple of their songs that would get on the radio, Finish What You Started or something. It was kind of catchy. But nah, I lost it. You're right. It was the original for me too. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha, guys. Thanks for correcting me. Yep, I appreciate it. You notice, right? I defer to you guys on this stuff because I know you guys know your shit. I fall under that category where they go, I forgot more shit than you guys will know, right? I'm kind of under that category. I read all this stuff through the years. I just don't retain it very, very well. I have to have it right here in front of me. But you guys are like a whip. You know, that quick, man. It's good stuff. That's right. Well, you know, after that happened, right? Dave and Sam got together supposedly and did a tour. I saw some of that footage. I watched it on the YouTube some years back. Had no idea they hated each other, but they were just getting together for business. And Dave just treated him like shit. Dave treated Sam like shit through that tour. It was funny as hell. Look, I will say this though. Sammy Hagar can fucking still sing. Now, I don't think he was the right fit for Van Halen, but dude, the guy still can sing. Like, I love his Montrose shit. Rock Candy, that's some good shit. I kind of like from that era, that album, that was good. So, I mean, Hagar's got his place. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't like him with Van Halen. God damn, 78. Wow. Yeah, wow. God bless. Man, we're going to start losing them guys again. I mean, it's happening. It's happening right now. You know, Ozzy, Ace. I mean, it's happening. Our childhood is dying. Oh, I didn't know that. They wanted Patty Smythe. I did not know that. Interesting. Ah, wow. George Lynch. Haven't heard his name in a long time. Texeter. Interesting. Neil Schon of Journey. I have to check that out. I didn't know that. I did not know that one. I like Journey. I was one of those guys that liked Journey, actually. Well, again, when they had Steve Perry as the lead singer. I'm not so hip on this guy. They've got this guy in the band now. He's been in the band longer than Steve Perry was. So, I mean, what are you going to say? Same with the Kiss guys, right? Tommy Thayer and the little drummer guy. I forget his name. They've been in the band longer than the original guys were. So, but I still don't look at them that way. I still look at the other originals as the real ones. Okay, I'll check that out. Eric Singer. Thank you. I couldn't come up with his name. Yeah, that's him. Yep. They've been in the band so long. I mean, they've been in the band twice as long, probably 3 times as long as the you've been in there 30 years now. Those guys. Dude, you would have thought though on the last tour, right? They could have brought in Peter and Ace for one concert. Come on. They could have done that. It would have been the right thing to do. Man, fuck Gene and Paul. I'm sorry. It upsets me. They should have done one show all together again. Ronnie Wood is the new guy. Dude, I got to tell you something, man. The Rolling Stones, to me, they're not my favorite, but they are the greatest rock and roll band ever. You got to give them that title now. I think they've earned it. By God, they've earned it. Not my favorite, but definitely I think they're the greatest of all time. In the history of rock and roll, you got to give it to them. That's just my opinion. Yep. Gene is all about them Benjamins, buddy. Trademark everything. Gene trademarked the little money man, the guy that carries the little money bags. He trademarked that. Yeah. But see, I agree with you. That's what they said, but there shouldn't have been. There shouldn't have been too much money. There shouldn't have been like that. Shouldn't have been an issue. They needed to do one more show together. They just needed to, and I'll bet you they regret it. Well, they probably don't. I know them. They probably don't. I would regret it right now, knowing that Ace just passed away. We could have done one more show, and they didn't. But whatever. I'm just talking as a fan. Yeah, I hear you. But what's too much money? Come on, they were making a shitload of money. What they would have had to pay them wouldn't have been that much. And they could have just done one or two shows even. That would have been enough. Just one or two shows would have been fine. Get out of here. Are they really going to put out a new album? That's awesome. I'm sorry, dude. I just think they're the greatest rock band ever. They have to be at this point. No one has done it like them, man. And still doing it. Wow. Just amazing. All right, kids. I guess we're going to wrap things up for this Saturday night. Thank you so much as we head into Sunday morning, it looks like, just after the midnight hour here in the East. No, they didn't own their own. They did not. Wait, that's not the one I was on. Where's James? I didn't think they did own their rights, though. Did they really? How come they can, how come Eric Singer and Tommy Thayer can use the Catman and Spaceman then? I'm asking sincere. How come? Because I haven't seen Ace or Paul. I haven't seen Ace or Peter use their makeup by themselves. They only did it during the reunion tour when they were allowed to. Yeah, I'm with Hunter. I think Hunter's right. License them out? Okay. I don't know. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Good for coming in. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Thank you. We'll see you down the road. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Yeah, I thought they sold them to Paul and Gene too. They do get royalties. I didn't know that. Okay. They do get royalties in. Okay. Like action figures and stuff like that with their makeup on it. I didn't realize that. Gotcha. Royalties on their albums and songwriting. That's it. They sold everything else to Gene and Paul. That's what I thought. Unless they're part of any reunion where they have permission from Gene and Paul, obviously, to use that makeup or whatever, they would put it on. But I've never seen them do it solo. Like I haven't seen, Ace or Peter play any shows by themselves where they come out in makeup at all. I haven't seen Peter at all much play. In fact, I've seen a few things on YouTube, but I haven't seen him at all play with the band much at all. No kidding, Giz. Wow. So I lost mine way back. Yeah. That's cool though. Very cool. All right, James. Fair enough, buddy. Yeah, I think Peter's the oldest, right? Yeah, he's like almost 80, dude. I know. I saw a picture of him recently. I couldn't believe it. He still looks like Peter Criss, but man, just old. He still got the mouth is still the same. Like you can tell it's him. Yeah. Yeah, the old Kiss card. Yep. Dude, everything was Kiss back then, right? How about that cheesy movie they did, Kiss the Phantom at the park or whatever? God damn, that was so bad. That's got to be the worst thing I've ever seen. Get out, dude. He even did a toilet seat. Gene Simmons knows no low. He'll do anything. Yeah, the comic strip with the blood. Yes. Yes. They disbanded anything. They did anything for money. They were a bunch of whores. They don't care. Woo! Hey, I love them. I love that band, man. That original Kiss. Love it. Yeah, that movie was so bad it was great. I know. The acting, all of it, dude. It was just so bad. Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out of here before I stay all night. I'll be here until the sun comes up if I don't get out now. Hey, Tony L., thank you for coming in, my friend. Great seeing you, buddy. God bless you out there in Portugal, my friend. Appreciate you very much. All right. Thank you, TLB'ers. You are the best. And I mean that sincerely with all my heart. You made a great Saturday night for me. And it did more for me than you'll ever know. Thank you so much again. I appreciate every one of you. God bless, man. God bless you. Thank you for a great time tonight. Have a great week. For Tawna Laufenberg, I'm Brian Davis. We'll see you down the road. For sure, for sure. Have a great night.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
TLB Radio.